Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. Happy Sunday. It's time to work on small engines. I was out front yesterday working on a couple of mowers. Guy pulled up. He asked me if I worked on stuff or would fix stuff. I said, not right now. I'm just fixing my own and selling. He says, well, I have a small machine. My son left it out. It won't start. He said, if you take it, give me $30 for it. I'll trade it in. I had a baby 20 Bolins for $130. So I said, show up today with the machine. I wanted to see what kind of condition it was in. I didn't tell him I would fix it, but he unloaded it. I gave it a squirt of nitro, and it kicked off. So I said, I'll fix it for you. He gave me his number, and I'll call him when it's done. So this is what we're going to do right now, is clean up this Hyper Tough E300. This is a 2020, so it's not very old, 4-year-old unit. Clucky, hold on. So I already tested it. It starts and stalls. I told him to get rid of his gas, get some fresh gas, you know, the whole routine. He says, can I put another blade on it? And I said, these Hyper Tough have offset holes in the blade. I don't have any of these. I said, I'll touch it up for you, but you got to order another one. So let's take this apart, carb clean, see how much water is in this system. He said son left it out in the rain, but I think there's more issues. These are pretty tight as far as getting any water in the system. I think his fuel is contaminated. This is the engine model 08 Papa 502-0152-Frank 1. I'll put all that jazz down below. Okay, I've got everything I need here. Let's start up here with the recoil. That's got to come off. I've got 8mm socket for that. Hope you're having a good weekend. Threw out a couple videos here on my son's headlights. That turned out good for the 3M headlight restoration kit for $30. He's going to detail his car this week, so he wanted to start with the headlights and then do the paint. 7s on these. Okay, that's that. Lift up on the tank. Clucky, I gotta move you. So the tank's pretty full. I can just feel the weight of it. Let me get a container. We're gonna look at that. Fuel. I've got a bleach container cut off, which seems to be working out good as a catch for the bad gas. the white background really shows up the contaminated fuel. So we got some more videos to do this week. I got a Craftsman rider. I got to do a video on that. Who'd I get that from? Oh, guy and his son. He had seen mowers here a while back and stopped and talked to me. Said he sees them on the side of the road. So he's an opportunist. He got this rider from somebody. So I'll explain. Wow, what's this stuff? Pink lemonade. I gotta ask him, what in the hell's this stuff? Do you guys know? Is that can stuff you can buy in the 1-gallon cans at the big box stores? I've never seen this pinky grapefruit type coloring before. A little bit of water, I can see it pooling up down there near that glob of dirt. It seems to all coagulated there. So some water. Let me take my square head pliers, get rid of the clamp, take the hose off. I got my air gun. Let me just blast this out because I got my Honda CRV parked here in front. I'm going to put this on the hood, let the sun really heat this up, get any of the moisture out of it. Let Mother Nature work for me. Okay, I still have my 7mm here. Afraid that was going to happen. Dropped it right down in the pink lemonade. I'm not going to drink it. I've got high octane. I'm drinking that, not this. Okay. Got my Stanley number 20 wide head, goes in that little divot. Give it a twist. Curious to see what's here. So it doesn't look pink on this. Let me get a separate container. Yeah, I guess it is pink. Let me get another container. I want to pour this separately. Wouldn't you know it? Give me a second. Okay, I've got a fabric softener little cap I've been using. Yeah, it's pink. It's the same. So he left me his number. When it's done, I'll call him and ask him about this. It's the second one this weekend with this little aluminum cap falls off. I'll show you where it goes. Looking at the jet, it looks dark, so maybe that's plugged up. Secondary's open. Oh, see right there? You can see the darkness in the tube. There's some blockage going on. And if you look down in there, there's some snot. So what I'll do, take my air and I'll blast it through here, force that out. So we blasted it out. It's clear. So that's that. There's some buildup here. You could see some debris right there. So I'll force the air through here. I'll put my fingers over the drilled holes. We're going to blast out the jet. Okay, just gave me a little air bubble, so it is clogged up. Let me get a small wire. We got to pick that out. Something's blocking it, so that's what our issue was, a blocked main jet. I've got some thin wire here from a paper tagged wire. The papers are no longer on it. I'm just going to poke that out. You can use a bread wrapper. This is actually kind of too big for the jet. So let me reverse here. Finger and thumb over the holes and blast some air up in there. Still blocked. What the heck could be in there? Let me get a bread wrapper, or I might have to get a micro bit to clean it out. Okay, let me see what I can muster up. I really don't want to use a micro bit because this is just an E300 or a 300E. I don't want to mess with the jetting, because if I overextend or open up that jet, it's going to run crappy if I drill it out too much. Okay, what I might do is just take I got a wire brush with fine wire. I'm going to try to poke it out with that, which seems to be working. I just have a Harbor Freight wire brush. I took a lone strand and just poking it, and it's going through. Okay, now I can see. So let me do it again. Okay, just see the shot of snot. Now you can see the white background. So we cleaned it out, whatever was blocking it. Yeah, see the white background. Now we can see daylight. So that was a booger. Something really caked up in there. Okay, so that's that. Gonna clean the bowl with some air. That's ready. Let's look at this aluminum plug. We're going to put that in place. I'm going to pop the float. Needle looks fine, so this goes right in there. So I kind of just put it in place. Take a screwdriver and just push in the middle. That should be enough to hold it down. Okay, enough of that. And put the float and the needle back in. Let gravity work for me. Get the needle in and then just push down on the metal rod. Dirty hands. Let me get rid of some of this debris. So I gotta find out about fuel, and I wonder what kind of debris was blocking this. I'd much rather fix this and give it back to him. If it was a piece of junk, I would have just taken it on trade, but this is a good looking machine. Hopefully it runs just as good. My O-ring and the keeper, we got to put the 2 screws in for the bowl. I still have the 7mm socket. Who's leaving? Somebody's leaving. Look like Allegiant, low budget airline. Okay, ready to go back on. I'll put my linkage in. Z-bend goes in. Okay, the tank's been drying on the hood of my CRV. Oh, looks good. No moisture, and it's warm to the touch. You can't put your hand on the hood of a car in Florida in the summer. You'll get burnt. So why not use some of that free heat, bake the tank. Slide the hose clamp into position. Snakey's resting comfortably. Just give it a little air through the hole. It's going to come out the back side just in case there's any moisture in the primer bulb. Looking good. I may grab a 10mm and do the 4 head bolts, just tighten them down. Never know, it is a newer machine. They could have come loose though. Okay, since I still have the 7mm on, we're going to go to the screws directly into the carb. Okay, time to switch bits. Get my 8. We're going to do the 2 sheet metals. Recoil time. Let me get my oil can. I'm going to oil up the spring. While I get the oil can, I'm going to get a 10mm long socket, deep socket. Wow. I didn't put a rag over my tools, and my tools are red hot. Damn, they're stinking hot. I guess it makes you work faster. You don't keep a wrench in your hand, you get the job done. Okay, where's the little metal bend for the spring? There it is. So I'm going to take a little oil and shoot it down the little hole, cover the spring in some oil, and then I'll do the pawls. That pawl, go to the other side, do that one. Okay, so that's done. Let that sit. Okay, that's tight. A little bit there, a little bit there, and a little bit there. So 3 out of 4, just snugged them up. I asked him about oil. He said oil is fine, so we'll get this on the ground. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. And then check it on a flat surface. Let's buzz the 3 recoil screws into place. Still have my 8 on it. Okay, so funky fuel, a little bit of water in it. And then the plug jet. Let me get some fresh Wawa non-ethanol. And I'll call this guy. I don't see why this machine won't start. I'm calling it 97% sure this thing will fire off. So I'll touch up the blade after this, send you guys home. I think he can get one more season out of it, then he's got to get another blade. I told him expect to pay about $30 for another Hyper crap. Okay, it's got a little bit of gas. Let's put it down. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. Sorry, Dino. Sorry, Clucky. Snakey's the only one that stayed put. I guess Snakey has an advantage. Snakey can pretty much climb trees. Okay, we got some sunlight shocking going on here. Let me get a paper towel. We'll check the oil level, then pull and go. It's a little overfilled. It's up here above the arrow. Looks like I'm out of focus or something. Looking at the screen. Let's see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, good enough. One. Okay, second pull that worked out. I appreciate you guys coming out this Sunday to look at this fine turd. 2020 Hyper crap, not in bad condition, just funky fuel, and the main jet was blocked up. I'll sharpen the blade, call this guy another successful rectification at Tommy time. Tip you waitress and wait staff. Adios, amigos. Thanks. You guys keep plowing ahead. Do the best you can. Thanks. Thank you. I'll do some more on the couple that have come in recently.